Hello, welcome back to the James Ramblin' Reviews channel. Okay, I'm going to do this again. This should finally be the footage of this video that's finally going to come out on YouTube. Just been trying to test the waters with it because it's something different to what I usually do. I'm going to be talking about Comic-Con in this video. I already posted the photos on my channel page and all that community tab post page, and so I'll link that down below of those links of those photos. But in this video, this will be sort of a showcase of what I bought from Comic-Con, which I didn't mention what I bought from Comic-Con, so I'm saving it for this video. And then we're going to talk about how I felt about the experience overall and things like that, like the things that point towards how, like, when I was there, how I felt, what I liked when I saw the things, and the people that showed up and all that. So there'll be that, but let's go straight through into the things I actually bought. And just as a quick fun fact, I went to Comic-Con because basically my friend was like, James, you've got to try this out, and he just opened the door for me to try this out, and it was quite good of him, and he tried out Comic-Con before and he enjoyed it, so he's like, you know what, maybe you've never done this before, James, so you might as well tick this one off. And so we definitely done that, and so there is all of that. So what you need to know is, right, I got a t-shirt. I pretty much got like a t-shirt and a few other things, and this was the first thing. I think this might be the first thing I actually seen my eyes upon, right. My eyes were upon this because it's a Lord of the Rings reference, like a baked bean tin, but it's all about one does not simply put it on toast, because it's all about how in the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, it's like, you shall never enter Mordor, do not do that, Frodo, do not do that, all the other characters and things. And so that became a meme because it was one of the most iconic scenes in Lord of the Rings, you know, history and fandom. So that was cool, and I've got it on a t-shirt now. So I loved how it was like a baked beans pun, because it's actually like a baked bean tin of Heinz, so that's the brand in the UK, where it's like a version of baked beans. And so there's all of that. I don't need to fully explain all of that, but that's just a quick summary of that one. So then we get to the Bat Slinger, which is a 3D printed version of the Bat Signal. As you can see the bat signal right in printed in over here. So there is that, and what it pretty much is, it is just the bat signal. It's like a bat slinger where Batman will go and throw it about. But I'm not going to throw it about in this video, obviously. I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to keep it in a safe place, maybe put it inside a box or something, just somewhere safe anyway. It needs to be safe and stuff, because look at that quality of a 3D printing. So that is that one. Showed the t-shirt, showed the bat signal, or the bat slinger with the bat signal on it. So then you've got Darth Vader as a Funko Pop. I have collected these over the years. If you can see my background of my video up there on that like bookshelf thing up there, there's like, I've got some anime ones and Goku and stuff like that. So I just knew I was going to get myself into this as well, Darth Vader. There was a few other Funko Pops, but I'll be honest, I was not there to spend my whole entire bank account. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to buy what I can buy, because my first time there, get enough of what I'm getting, get enough out of the experience that I need to get enough out of the experience, so that next time and stuff like that makes things more accessible to me. Well, you know what, I know what I'm going to buy next, instead of, because I was experimenting with the first sort of thing where your first time going, you're like, you know, I need to figure out what I want to buy here. So that's what it was kind of like, just kind of going through the motions and then naturally figuring it all out. So that was quite fun. So I had the Funko Pop, had the t-shirt, had the Bat Slinger, and so we get down to the wire with this one, because get down to right to the end of the showcase, because this is a mat, like a mat of, like a mouse pad mat thing, where you put it down next to a mouse pad, obviously, and it's got a version of Spider-Man with the hoodie on it, and it's pretty cool, isn't it, how it looks like that, and it's got the webs around the back and all that sort of thing. So that'll be one for the ages to put in my room as well. And then finally I've got this vintage version of Batman. Let me move my fingers out of the way here. Batman the Killing Joke, which obviously says here Alan Moore I think, Brian Boland and John Higgins. They like the original illustrators, writers, all that, so you can see that at the bottom. And so if my lighting helps it, oh there you go, right, So there is that. The guy did say that you can get that, or there was like a normal version where it was a bit more of a different version on it, as a more recent version of the comic, but the vintage version will feel a bit more pure about itself, and you're like, yeah, that's more worth buying. So we done the showcase, we talked about the things I bought, so let's get into how I overall felt about this Comic Con. So I absolutely enjoyed myself at this Comic Con because it's my first time. I like the size of the place, and one fun fact I found out about this was actually they redone it up so that it could fit everything in there, because it's actually an ice hockey stadium. And I could tell because you could sit down like in a stadium, so I was like, that was quite interesting. Other things to note here is that when I was going up to the stalls and stuff like that, the people were nice, and you could just feel like they were all passionate about what they were doing, especially the 3D printer guys. And there was the guy with the mouse pad, the Spider-Man one I just showed you. He actually comes from Spain, and he was like a nice guy, and he would talk to me about the stuff, and it was a nice guy, and we got on along well. Had a little like laugh with each other, and even the people that obviously you go and take the selfies with, or you go and take a longer angle photo with, and they're all in the costumes. All of that was great. Overall, enjoyed it, and so I would say I really quite enjoyed this Comic Con, and I would go again. So many other ways in which I could describe my experience, but overall I enjoyed the Comic Con, got enough out of my experience. I would go again. There you go, you've seen the showcase, you've seen everything, so that's the best way I can describe it. I mean, there's so many ways I could describe it, but that was the best way I could describe it. So hope you enjoyed this review. I'm recording this in the middle of the night, but you know what, I might as well get this video out there, because it's something that I'm interested in talking about and doing a channel video about, so why not do it? So yeah, see you after for more reviews on this channel, and good night, goodbye, see you after all that stuff. So see you for another review and video on this channel. Bye.